let's just. You're back. Hello. Happy Monday, July 5th. We are
July 5th.
January 5th.
January 5th.
You wish. We all wish.
January 5th. No, actually, I don't wish.
No?
Because then training camp will
Oh,
be
that's right.
starting
Training
in a
camp will
minute.
be right around
And
there.
I haven't even rested up yet. It is January 5th. I was just making sure everybody was paying attention here on the couch. Greg Canner and Rich Luderman. We're going to talk a little NFL tonight. It's about NFL. Hi. Come on in, Vito. You want to come on in and say hi to people? Come on, bud. I run a very casual sports office.
There's Vito. Yeah.
Can we get these? Can we? Yeah, but they're hot on everyone. Can we get these adjusted at some point in time? Yeah.
It's TJ.
Is it his iris?
All right. Hey, Jen, let's bring TJ on.
Okay. Oh, TJ. TJ. Can you hear me, TJ?
Hello?
Hi, do you hear me?
Uh-oh.
I think
We're
he's
0 for
screwing
2.
with me. I do kind of think
No.
he's
All right,
I think it's your problem.
while we figure that out, Luderman's a very happy person.
I know, we need to talk about his Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, now, people know I'm from Pittsburgh. It's my hometown.
Dude, they were my AFC team for a long time.
I
in the
root for the
80s.
Lions. I mean, I'm a Lions
You don't
fan.
have to apologize here.
Well,
I'm
I'm
not.
just saying, it was a very exciting game last night.
I got to watch
Oh my God!
the end of
I think
it
was.
with you.
I think it was the best game of Week 18 for sure.
That fourth quarter was outrageous.
It was bananas.
I mean, if you're a football fan and you watch that fourth quarter, you saw a lot of action. I mean,
Yeah.
big plays, the defense, special teams, good,
yeah.
bad. I mean, it was
Offense. I mean, what Lamar and A-Raj were able to do. I mean, you just thought one outdid the other and like, oh, that's it. Okay. Oh my gosh, no one's going to make a catch like that. The Ravens, that was amazing. And then here comes Aaron Rodgers, 42 years
entertaining,
old.
very
Mind you.
entertaining.
I
if
know.
it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers being Aaron Rodgers, I would have really been rooting for you.
Okay, we're going to try it again. TJ, please tell me you hear me now.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, yay!
Okay.
Success.
I got
Welcome
you.
into the sports office. Have you been here before?
I mean, I've been in that office before. You've never
but I
invited
mean-
me on this particular show.
You've never been on this show before, so I feel pretty honored that I'm the first person that you not only agreed to come on the sports office for, but we're on time. So thank you very much. We won't take up too much of your time tonight. I do want to point out that you may be tied for the picks and will be at the top of the picks next season because who did you pick in yesterday's Bears-Lions game?
Well, there was no maybe tie. I definitely tied. Yeah, three-way tie, me, you, and Wojo. Right about how the Lions season went. I think we were all 8-8, 8-9, 9-8, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I did it. And I mostly did it, Hammer, because you and Wojo picked Chicago, so I had no choice but to catch up the standings by picking Detroit. But part of me even did feel, with some guys that I was talking to on Friday, like I could see this team coming out with one last, spirited effort to try to end on a decent note, and that's what they did.
Yeah, I wish I would have seen that coming because I really didn't see it coming because I thought that the Ben effect on what happened here week 2 was probably going to be in full display, but his team did not play well until late, and you know what? Full credit to the Lions. I've got to imagine there haven't been a lot of them, but you've probably played in some games like that in your career where there's not a whole lot on the line. How tough of a mental lift up is it to get ready for one of those games given what you guys play for week in and week out throughout the season?
Yeah, it really wasn't. And I think I was lucky, 8 out of my 10 years I was in the playoffs, and really the 1 year, 2017 in Detroit, similar game. I think we got knocked out like week 16. So we went into the last game knowing that we didn't have a shot. Season was going to be over. But I'll be honest with you, it's disappointing. It's frustrating. But when you're getting ready for the game, it's almost like there's no pressure. So let's just go out there and have fun. Like we get one last chance to do this with this group of guys. There's going to be a bunch of new players next year. We know that. There's going to be guys retired. There's going to be coaches that are probably moved around a little bit too. So I think you just tell yourself, let's just go have fun. Let's not even think. Let's just go wing it. Let's have that YOLO mentality to it, where we're just going to go out there and figure it out, man, and try to get a little bit of that bad taste out of our mouth. It doesn't mean the season was a success because you won that game, but it does give you a reminder that, man, couple more plays go our way this season, and we did have the team to be good enough to maybe make some noise. So that's the disappointing part that these guys are going to have to sit on for for 9 months. But
Yeah.
it's a stark reminder of also just how finicky this league is. One play here or there, you never know when it's going to come. But you can look back at one play against Minnesota, one play against Pittsburgh, one play against Green Bay, Thanksgiving Day game, and it's like
Yep.
one or two of those go your way. You're probably getting ready here for a playoff game.
Whole different story. I look at the Philly game, honestly. I look at that one, and I think that is the one they unequivocally should have had, but
I thought
bygones.
the two Vikings games were the ones that cost them. I mean, you look back at those, they have no business losing those two. They win those two, they're in.
Yeah, but boy, their defense. I mean, the defense, Minnesota's defense dominated the Lions' line of scrimmage, offensive line of scrimmage in both of those games. I thought they just single-handedly beat them down in those games.
I thought they beat them. I thought Minnesota, with the frustrating thing, they beat them schematically, which
Yeah.
we haven't gotten used to with Dan Campbell's teams, and they just couldn't find ways. And both games were nearly identical, just bringing a lot of pressure, and Lions could not find an answer for it. And I'm sure that's something that they're going to have to take a look at. Coach mentioned first thing he's going to take a look at is coaching staff, right? Like maybe bringing some guys in, maybe moving some people around, but. The couple losses, the couple tough losses that they had, you're looking at you just got out schemed a little bit. Play callers got beat a little bit by some veteran guys across the field for them. So I know that's something that Dan's going to already mention. He's going to take a hard look at.
I know that Dan Campbell didn't say either way today, and I don't know if you heard his press conference, Cheech, but he said something to the effect of he's going to decide whether or not he's going to call the plays next year. Do you see a world in which he doesn't hire an OC? I thought that would be the first thing that he does so he can just get his head coaching hat on straight and focus on that.
Yeah, I think that's probably goal number one. And you could just tell some things started to slip over the course of the last 8 games when Dan did take over, some of the details. Some of the communication errors that we were seeing, some, guys not lining up in the right spot.
Yeah.
It's that's just, you don't see that. This team is normally pretty disciplined. There's something missing there. And as a head coach, you got a lot on your plate. You got to worry about every coach in the building, every player in the building. You got to worry about the offensive, defensive, special teams. So when you take over play caller, you kind of lose track of the other areas of your team. So I think, there's going to be options. You're already looking at guys Kevin Stefanski is a 2-time, coach of the year, but he's going to be available. Brian, and I'm not making any recommendations, but there's guys out there. Brian Daboll, who had a lot of success as a play caller before, obviously, not working out as a head coach. But I kind of look at maybe that path. Bring in a guy that could just run the offense, that you trust, that can call the plays, kind of stay out of your way, just to let Dan get back to that CEO mentality of I've got to overlook everything and not get so bogged down with just the details when it comes to calling the plays on Sundays.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. So the years that you did not make the playoffs, when Wild Card Weekend came around, do you and the other players, are you watching the games? Wild Card Weekend traditionally has some great games. Mm-hmm. So are you watching, or are you bummed out and saying, I'm going to go to Barnes and Noble? Yeah.
Barnes
Not Barnes and Noble. It's Cancun. It's Mexico.
Yeah, Rich, you never find me at a Barnes and Noble. No, I think even if it's a spiteful watch, this is still your living, right? And this is still, we're all super competitive guys. You want to watch what's going on, and you kind of want to remind yourself, maybe if we miss the playoffs, how far off are we? What does it look like to win playoff games? What are these teams that are advancing and finding ways to make plays? What are they doing that maybe I can pick up something, or our team can kind of pick up something that other teams are doing? But yeah, it always felt like more of a spiteful watch, and that was whether you made the playoffs or whether maybe you lost in the first round, right? You're not caring about what happened the rest of the postseason, but you got to watch.
Yeah, DC said that today. He said it's going to be as hard as it's going to be. You got to watch exactly to your word. He said you got to know what they're doing. Hey, who's in? What did they do? How they get there? How do we get back there?
And he
all
said
of that.
It fuels you too.
It fuels you too, right?
Yeah.
So yesterday in that locker room post game, it was pretty emotional. And you being, a 10-year, 9-year, 10-year lineman, you know what those guys put their bodies through. I saw you have an emotional embrace with Dan Skipper, who's a great human, and as well some time with Taylor Decker, who's a great human. How tough is the decision that they both face right now at this point in time from an emotional perspective? I mean, obviously, physically, they have to do what doctors say, but just weighing what they put their bodies through to play a full season versus is it really worth it to come back and what I'm going to miss?
Yeah, well, right now it's emotional and it's physical. I mean, these guys' bodies just have to be completely beat to hell, right? And
Yeah.
that's true. And I think that, both of them kind of approached it the right way yesterday when it said, I don't want to make a decision based off emotion right now. Everybody's bummed out. But normally you take, and my situation was different because, my 10th year kind of ended. It ended out of my control. I had a couple bad concussions, and it basically got to the point where it's like you'd be foolish to keep playing.
Yeah.
So that decision really, honestly, got taken out of my hand. But yeah, it's difficult, and even with both those guys having kids, and I think once you start to realize that. When your schedule and being in pain all the time and being gone, treatments, going to doctors, staying early, getting up early, staying late to get your body right, you miss a lot of things at home, and that wears on you. And I think that I got to the point where when it starts to affect your family, then it's worth a legit conversation. But I told both those guys, it hurts right now. Obviously, the emotion of missing the playoffs, the season being over, but also just how beat up your body is. Right? You got to take probably 5-6 weeks and just do nothing. Get away from the game. Don't even think about anything. Just let your body heal up. And then maybe when you get back into the gym and start training a little bit, hey, if your body's feeling great, man, maybe make a decision then. If you get back in the gym and it's like, oh boy, this is going to be another long off season, then it's worth to have those conversations. But yeah, certainly, I know like you mentioned, Hammer, you were in there too. Certainly an emotional locker room with a couple different guys that you kind of got to feel maybe 50-50 on whether they continue to play or not.
Yeah, I really get the sense that Decker is done. I really think Decker is done. Skipper, I think the back thing is probably going to limit his ability to come back as well. But without Taylor Decker, I mean, he's been their left tackle for a long time. That's a
10 years.
That's a huge void to fill. In just a quick little maybe analysis, could you see a world where they could move Sewell over there and then focus on the right side? I mean, obviously the offensive line is the key target room that you need to address this offseason.
Yeah, I could see that, and I think it all depends on obviously what decisions are made personnel-wise before free agency opens, in a couple months in March. Looking at that today, I mean, I'm sure they're going to restructure some contracts, right, and create some more space. There aren't usually many starting caliber left tackles that hit the free agent market, but you can find right tackles. So if you're looking at it, maybe a couple of those top three guys, I'm not suggesting Braden Smith's a really good right tackle, going to be a free agent from Indy. If that's a guy they want to target, and you say, hey, we're not going to make you move, but Panay's got some history at that spot, maybe you move that side. But I also think Panay, healthy. Tate Ratledge had a really good rookie year. Maybe you just look at it and say the right side of our offensive line is good. We're solid there. We know what we got. Let's just worry about the other side and start to build that. But that's going to be probably job number 2 after Dan Campbell figures out his coaching staff, what they're going to do up front.
All right, Tej, you know what? I got to say, it was just a slice having you on the pregame show again this year. So much fun. We missed you at dinner on Saturday night in Chicago. I know you were at some FanDuel something or other.
I was hanging out with the Barstool guys. I know
hanging
a
out
couple
with the
guys that do the
Barstool
stream.
guys, not FanDuel, the
it was
Barstool
fun.
guys. Good.
I had enough dinners with all you guys.
I know. Well, not me because I wasn't on the road quite as much. But we'll have our little post-game wrap-up to celebrate the three-way tie at the top of you, me, and Wojo, and then we'll have the cage match after we have gins and tonics and bourbons and all that stuff. Thank you so much for your time
money's
tonight,
on Hammer.
Thomas John. I appreciate you very much.
All right, you got it. Thanks for
T.J.
having me.
Lang from
Outstanding.
University. Eastern Michigan University, the Green Bay Packers, Super Bowl champion.
Wow.
Detroit Lions.
And pitch perfect.
Pitch perfect. And Brother Rice High School.
That's a well-rounded guy.
Home of the Warriors. Yeah, he's a great dude. He's like a little brother / you just want to watch him. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. We've got to take a break, but we're going to get to your Zoom calls after this. A lot to talk about in the new year. I hope that Papa Doc comes in because I used his prediction on the air and I was very wrong.
So you're gonna blame him
Papa
after the
Doc,
break?
I'm going to blame you after the break. Stick with us. Welcome back to the Sports Office on a Monday night alongside Rich Luderman and Greg Canner. I'm Jennifer Hammond. I just bit my lip saying my name. That's okay. Hey, Papa Dot, come on in. Yeah, did you see the pregame show? Did you see my pick on the pregame show?
Yeah, I got it.
It's my fault. I was ride or die with you because I really thought the Bears were going to just take down the Lions big time yesterday.
Yeah, they proved me wrong. See, I guess that's what we get when we go against our team.
The football gods are laughing at us now. Did you like the victory? Were you impressed by it? I feel like the last 24 hours talking to fans, there's been a wide range of emotion about what that game did for them.
The way they played yesterday, I was wondering what happened in the last 3 games before that.
Yeah, that was the frustrating thing is that I'm in here and our producer James, who took a picture with you, Papa Dot, at the New Year's. James is very happy to see you there. He's over here just like moping around because he's like, well, why are they playing so well now when the last 3 weeks I'm living and dying and they're brutal? It's like I get it, I understand. But,
Chris Hubbard, I'll say he sure looked good. He sure looked good out there at right tackle just for that little spot duty that he came in. So,
well, veterans, they're not.
And they wasn't even playing their best game, but they hung in there and did what it needed to take.
Yep.
Did you watch any of the Steeler-Ravens game last night?
Oh yeah, I watched that. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say because that game at the end, man. Did they pay that? Did somebody pay off that kicker?
That poor kicker. I feel so bad for
I think he had hit 49 of 50.
First
or
miss
29
inside 50.
First miss inside 50. Yeah, he had hit 29 of 30 inside 50 prior to that. Poor kid.
That's why they play the game, right? I mean, they got to play it. We all feel bad for him. No one likes to see that. Except
You like seeing it.
Except if you're a Steelers fan, you know.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
Baltimore, boy. It's gonna be some changes over there. I do believe.
yes, Baltimore will be a different team, I think, as well. They got to figure out what's going to happen. I don't think they should get rid of John Harbaugh, though. Like, that would be crazy. I think he's still a very good coach. I think they've just got a few things to tune up.
Yeah, I got a lot of Baltimore
Yeah,
Raven
yeah.
fan friends, and they're split. It's tough.
On Harbaugh, yeah. All right, thanks for the call. You had a good New Year's, Papa Dot?
Oh yes, I did.
Good.
All right.
Good. Well, thanks for being part of our 2025 and now in our 2026 as well.
Beautiful.
Appreciate you.
We
All right.
appreciate you.
All right.
Have a good night.
Top job.
Jen, we do have some Dan Campbell sound from today's press conference.
let's
If
hear
you're
that.
interested in,
I am interested in hearing that, and I do think that anybody that maybe missed today's news cycle would love to hear that because Campbell, you know, he's always got his heart on his sleeve, and he's
the first thing he's talking about is grading himself on the season.
all right. Take a listen to Dan Campbell from today.
Not good enough. We didn't get in. I mean, we underachieved, so not good. I would give myself a freaking F. Hard to believe it's, this is it. And, it's going to be a hard pill to swallow watching these teams in the playoffs. But I think you got to watch them, I think you got to force yourself to do it because that's, the drive to want to be there, be a part of it. And, that's what this business is really about, man. At the end of the day is the competition. And I'm not saying we weren't hungry, but let's get that hunger back. And, we're going to bring in some guys to compete.
Yeah, bring in some guys to compete. That is, I don't want to say foreboding, but that is sure something to say. We know that we've got guys that need to be pushed. And we've got a lot of positions that are maybe up for grabs as they go toward, training camp in the off season.
Well,
and
it was proven that their depth wasn't quite good enough. And so I think that's a lot of what he's saying is that you need to bring in some guys that can compete with the starters or guys that aren't going to be able to start like the safeties. That's a big question mark. You don't know if they're going to be ready, back, or whatever. You got to bring guys in to do that.
I hate to say, I just don't see a world where they start the season or start training camp. They won't start training camp, certainly with Brian Branch, but with Kirby or Branch, I think those injuries that they've got going right now are really going to limit them, and that's going to be a big
I
problem.
think we got a call we can go
Do we
to
have another
quick.
caller there, Tom?
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how are you?
You're muted.
Oh.
Happy 2026.
Happy 2026.
All right.
Jen.
It's been a minute
Hi,
since
T.
we've had a chance to talk. How were your holidays? How was New Year's? All that.
Everything was best day of my life. It's my work schedule, so I adhere to the rules. No cell phone. So it's my work schedule, team. When I miss you guys, I actually called in on New Year's. I think that was Thursday, but nobody was there.
Oh,
Yeah, we didn't do a show.
We were off on New Year's.
Sorry.
We were off New Year's
Enjoy it.
Eve and New Year's.
You guys look good. Glad to see you all.
Oh, it's good to see you too.
We feel the
And
same.
are you sporting a Pistons hat tonight? Is this what?
Yes,
Yep.
I got to go for
Love that. Hey.
We still
game.
winning somewhere around this time. You know what
Heck
I'm saying?
yeah. Heck yeah. You know what? Pistons and Red Wings.
Yeah.
Pistons and Red Wings. Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Oh, thanks for tuning in, calling in, and being a great part of our show. 25 and
Thanks for having me.
26.
Hey, prayers to Pat
Ah,
Cobalt, the
thank you.
sportscaster guy.
Thank you,
So
yes.
prayers to, oh, sorry
Yes.
about that. Yeah,
No,
yes,
thank
prayers.
you for reminding
Prayers
me of that. I did
Yes.
want to make mention of it on our Sports Office show, and we'll do that after the break. We'll
Thanks,
talk a
thanks.
little bit about
Cool.
it, Pat. I appreciate you saying that, and we'll make sure we pass it on to him as well.
Appreciate you guys.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me. Have a good night.
Thank
Happy
you.
New
You'll
Year.
be all right.
Yep, we
Same
got
to
it.
you all.
We got another
Take
break.
care.
We'll be back on the other side. Stick with us on the Sports Office. All right, so we are wrapping up things here, just final 30 seconds or so. We did want to send our thoughts and strength and peace to our friend Pat Caputo, who was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. It was just announced today. He tweeted it out on social media, so really a tough road for him right now. And we're thinking about Pat and his family and everyone who cares about him. I know that he's been getting a lot of well wishes.
Always. He's been with us for almost the 27 years I've been here.
Let me tell you, the first day I was in the Tigers press box, he said to me, "No cell phones in the press box. Do your report out there," when I worked at WDFN. Love you.
We love you, Pat.
Love you, Pat. We'll see you tomorrow on the Sports Office. Thanks for looking in.